Hey everyone, this is Daryl, aka The D from the Simply Incredible podcast. Today we're going over WWE Survival Series 2016. Good card, really long card. A lot of matches, and it really seemed like they had some of these matches just to have as many people in the event as possible. And it worked. They got a lot of people in this event. I missed the pre-show, so we're starting off with the beginning of the regular show, and we had a women's SmackDown versus Raw elimination match. And to be honest with you, I really don't. I missed on these things on this one in particular. I missed what was if Raw won versus if SmackDown Live won. So I don't know if they got anything for it or what. But in this one, we had from SmackDown, we had Natty, who took the place of Brie Bella. Brie got hurt in the back in background, so I don't know what's going on with that. Nikki, not Brie, Nikki Bella. I'm sorry, Nikki Bella. Nikki got hurt in the back early. Someone attacked her. They never really said what happened. It was there, and then it was gone, kind of forgotten. So Natalia took her place. And also from SmackDown Live, we had Carmella, Naomi, and Becky Lynch. Did I forget somebody? It seems like I forgot somebody. Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss was also on that team. I don't know how I forgot Alexa. She's one of my favorites, and I forgot Alexa. And on Raw, we had Charlotte, Bayley, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Alicia Fox. Some of this was pretty good. Some of it not so good. And I'll just kind of run down who got eliminated. Started out, Carmella was first to get eliminated. Then Alicia Fox, then Naomi, and I should have wrote down which one each one went with, but it doesn't matter until we get to the end, right? See, then Naomi, then Sasha. Sasha got eliminated a little too early for me. Then Natalia. Then Nia Jax, Nia Jax, I was really surprised she got eliminated because she was just manhandling everybody, woman handling everybody in there, and she's a monster in there, just cleaning house. But she got eliminated by Becky Lynch. Then Charlotte eliminated Alexa Bliss, again my favorite. I do adore that little thing. She's adorable and a Spitfire. Just wow, good wrestler too. And then Becky got eliminated then by Bayley, and Bayley was the final. Well, Becky was the final elimination, so that gave Raw the win. And Bayley got the win, and Charlotte was still around and did not, and she got upset about it and attacked Bayley at the end. So we got a nice rivalry going there. And Sasha, she still has to be in there somewhere with that rivalry. Next, the Intercontinental Championship. The Miz from SmackDown versus Sami Zayn from Raw. And everyone knows one of my favorites is Miz. It's not a secret. So I really kind of, to be honest, I kind of assumed the Miz was going to lose, which I keep saying every time that there's a pay-per-view that I'm like, well, Miz is going to lose. Miz got the win over Sami Zayn. Miz just got the title back last week from Dolph Ziggler to bring it into this, and that's actually why I thought he was going to lose. But he come through with the win. Clean, mad close enough to clean for me. Not completely clean. His Maurice had a little something to do with it, but really not that much compared to some of the things they have. The Spirit Squad guys, they did not come down, which that actually surprised me. But Miz got the win. Now you have the tag team elimination match, and there is a ton of people in this. We start off with, see, is this Raw? Yeah, this is Raw. Enzo and Big Cass. The Shining Stars, Anderson and Gallows, Sheamus and Cesaro, and The New Day versus Slater and Rhino, Tyler Breeze and Fandango, the Usos, the Hype Brothers, and Jordan and Gable, also known as American Alpha. I'll tell you what, there's too many people in this match. Too many people. But it was alright. Let's just run through who got eliminated. And I did not write who eliminated them. First of all, Tyler Breeze and Fandango, they were eliminated like 5 seconds into the match. I mean, and that counts the 3 count that eliminated them. So they were eliminated very, very fast. Surprisingly, the New Day was the next ones to get eliminated. They were the captains of Raw, so that was very much a surprise. Then the Hype Brothers, then the Shining Stars, American Alpha, Gallows and Anderson, Slater and Rhino, who again put on a really good performance, and I'm glad because I want those guys to keep coming back and keep doing well. And then Enzo and Big Cass, and last was eliminated. Cesaro and Sheamus eliminated the Usos, and that gave the win to Raw. So Raw had won the first two big matches like that, the big Survivor Series matches. Then we go to, and I know I'm running through this pretty quick because I got to be honest, it wasn't a great event. I mean, some of the guys in here and women in here did lots of good things, but it wasn't that great, and that makes me sad. The cruiserweight title, and I don't really know how this worked, but Kalisto, if Kalisto wins, the entire cruiserweight division was going to switch to SmackDown. If Brian Kendrick, the cruiserweight title holder, wins, it's going to all stay with Raw. And I don't really know how Kalisto, switched over. I thought he was still with Raw. I might be wrong about that. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I thought he was still with Raw. But all said and done, pretty solid match. There were some good highlights, not great. And I hate to keep saying this, because to me, this pay-per-view was kind of lackluster. But Baron Corbin come in, and he just threw Kalisto around and got threw Brian Kendrick around first to have interference. So that gave Kendrick, I know, I'm sorry, I'm starting on this. It gave Kendrick the win by disqualification of Kalisto. Then he threw Kalisto around too. And then he went to the back. So by the way, Kendrick keeps the title and the division stays on Raw. So they go to the back, and Daniel Bryan was like, "What did you do? I mean, we don't get this division now." He's like, "We don't want those little pipsqueaks around. We don't need them." And that was the whole thing. So, it was kind of a match that was kind of wasted for me. Next is the big event. Well, maybe the second big event, but has all the stars in it, the male stars. You had, for SmackDown, you had Shane O'Mac, Bray Wyatt, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Dean Ambrose versus, for Raw, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho, and Kevin Owens. This match was the one that, to me, was really, really good. Again, not great, because I think it was too many people in the match. I think that was the problem with a lot of these matches, just too many people. So I'm just going to run down the list as how they got eliminated. And we start off with, shockingly, Ambrose, the first one out. And it took a long time for someone to get eliminated, because when I looked at him, I was like, looking at the lineup of people, I'm like, who do you take out first with this many really top-tier names? And Ambrose was first. Strowman was second, which, again, to me, kind of a surprise. Monster of a guy. Like Nia Jax was in the women's, Strowman is with the men. He's just throwing people all over the place. Then next was Kevin Owens. And, Jericho was right after that because, his best friend got eliminated, so he wasn't around much longer. Then next, Shane O'Mac. And Shane O'Mac, he looked like he might have actually gotten hurt, but I don't think he did. He got on that top rope, and he had Roman Reigns in the opposite corner. And he did that thing where he jumps over, and he's going to drop kick him all the way across the ring there. And Reigns got up and speared him in the air. That looked like that might have stung a little bit. But next, so Shane O'Mac got eliminated right there. Ambrose got eliminated next. Not Ambrose. Yeah, Ambrose. Is that Ambrose? Am I missing somebody? Ambrose, because I literally have Ambrose getting eliminated twice, and I know he did not get eliminated twice. So, you know what? Ambrose may have already been out, and I wrote his name down twice. I think that's actually what happened. AJ Styles got eliminated next, and then Seth Rollins, and then we had Roman Reigns was last to get eliminated, with Bray Wyatt eliminating him. So there you go. And because you had Wyatt and Randy Orton still left at that time. So Wyatt got the elimination. So SmackDown wins that. And last but not least, the match that we've been waiting, what, 12, 13 years, ever how long for? A rematch. A good rematch, by the way. Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg. The last one we had was a terrible match. And it's always been kind of assumed that it was because both of the guys knew they would be leaving. And it's like they just don't care. They just want to just finish the match and go on and leave the company. But really a strange match for me because I just thought it would be one of these like 10-minute matches, and it was over. And I think about a minute and a half. A minute and a half. Think about that for a second. A minute and a half. Goldberg got the win in a minute and a half over a man who ended the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania. A man that's been, Brock Lesnar, who's a former UFC heavyweight champion. He's destroyed everyone, and Goldberg beat him in a minute and a half. They pushed him. Lesnar pushed Goldberg in the corner, and Goldberg shoved him back, and Lesnar went to the ground. He just kind of looked up like, "What? Did you push me?" And he had a little grin on his face as he got up. And when he got up, he turned around and he got speared. Goldberg speared him pretty good too. And so Goldberg ran back to that corner again, and they're just in that squatted position. And Lesnar, he got up and another spear. So, it took him about 30 seconds to get up, maybe a little bit longer. And Goldberg went over, got him, lifted him up, hit the jackhammer, 1, 2, 3, and it was over. I was like, are you kidding me? To me, it's almost like, are they setting up another match for this or what? Because maybe they're just like, Goldberg, thanks, and maybe we can put you in the Hall of Fame now. I don't know. Just thanks for coming in and having a match so your son and your wife could see you. I don't know. But it really seemed kind of strange that it ended that quickly to me. But that's me. For me, like this pay-per-view, I mean, when you got all the stars from both companies coming together, to me, it just did not work. Because it didn't seem like any of these guys really had a rivalry now that they've been separated for a few months. So for me, I didn't think it worked, but let me know what you guys think. Maybe you guys totally disagree with me on this. Let me know, and that's all I got tonight, and you guys have an incredible day.